Hi, everybody. We've recently got a lot of inquiries on how legal lending works because people have been telling us there aren't that many good mortgages to invest in, and there's so much money in the market, there's so much money on hand. Where should they deploy capital? That's why we're taking the time to share with you guys how we're doing it. Now, a disclaimer I really want to put out up front. We're simply sharing what we know from our own research and where we have decided to take the risk and deploy our capital. So this is no means any sales pitch or presentation to sell you anything. We're simply sharing our knowledge, okay? Okay, so what is legal lending? Legal lending is to fund plaintiff in motor vehicle accidents, which we call MVA, who are guaranteed to receive payout when the case concludes. But in the meantime, the lawyer needs to fund some costs up front for the litigation, such as medical reports, expert reports, etc., which will be submitted as evidence along with the claim in order to support the claiming amount. Okay? So lending to the lawyer to fund these cases up front is called legal lending. How are the lenders protected? Based on our knowledge, which is also why we ourselves are deploying capital in this category, is mainly because of two reasons. One, the lawyer who represents the plaintiff will personally guarantee the loan. At the same time, there's a vertical in the insurance industry called after the event insurance, which is typically what we call ATE. ATE providers will actually insure these cases in the event of any case not successfully concluding, aka if the payout is not enough to cover the disbursements, which is the cost incurred upfront to process this litigation, or if the plaintiff didn't win at all, the insurance company, the ATE, will pay for all the disbursements. This would include the lender's cost. So why does legal lending even exist? So when the case concludes, the lawyer actually takes part of the payout to the plaintiff as the lawyer's profit. So if the lawyer borrows from us, the individual lender, instead of the law firm, the lawyer actually returns more money when they receive their pay, when the case concludes. So borrowing from us is actually a better return for the lawyer, and also it benefits lenders like us because we get to earn the interest. But not so great for the law firm because the law firm actually loses that opportunity to earn interest and to learn profit. Also, it's not so good for the legal lending company out there because we as lenders are essentially taking away their business. At the same time, it's great for insurance companies to insure these files because representing a plaintiff in an MVA, it's relatively guaranteed payout. It's a win-win situation for lenders, for lawyers, and for insurance companies. That's why not a lot of local people know about this opportunity, but it actually exists because there's a real need for it. So how long is typically each case and how much is typically needed for each case? So MVA claims range in terms of how long each litigation lasts, but typically a normal, aka a smaller one, will conclude under 12 or 24 months, while large ones can last up to multiple years. So every file needs average about 5K to 15K for disbursements based on our own research. And we're only doing that in BC. And why? Not like Ontario where you can actually buy from multiple insurance companies. In BC, there's only one auto insurance company, which is called ICBC, which is a crown corporation. This means only a few leading law firms and lawyers are actually practicing in this space. And it's really funny that all the plaintiff's lawyer and all the defendant's lawyer, they all know each other and they've been going through the litigation on both sides with each other for decades because you only deal with those few leading lawyers and law firms and ICBC's lawyers. And another reason why we ourselves are doing this, because we've known the lawyers that we are lending to for more than 10 years. So for us, once we weigh the risk and reward, we feel it's a risk that we can take given the amount that we're personally lending to. So, and all this added together, that's why we're doing this. So how are lenders protected in a bit more detail? Based on the contract, this is what it spells out. The lawyer will personally guarantee the repayment of the loan even if there's any delay in payout to any of the cases, etc. Why? Because there is enough lenders in this space, there's very strong demand. Also, if the lawyer were to leave the practice of law for any reason, the loan shall be immediately repaid plus interest to date of repayment if the interest is not paid up front, which we'll talk about later, because when we lend in this space, we always get interest up front. And if the lawyer were to become disabled and cannot practice anymore, the loan shall be immediately repaid plus interest if not already paid. And if the lawyer were to die, the loan would be tied to the case and could be tracked and repaid when settled, where the majority of this should be under 12 and 24 months. Now, the case belonged to the lawyer, not the law firm. Therefore, if the lawyer were to leave the law firm, the case would actually go with the lawyer. And the cases that we lended to are covered by the insurance company. So the insurance company guarantees the payout for disbursement. So essentially, we're getting double guarantee from the files that we lend to. So how does it actually work? So based on our experience, we as the lenders are signing the contract with the lawyers directly. The term we usually do is 12 months, and we're open for renewal depending at our own discretion. So we're getting 10% annually, and we're actually getting interest payment up front. So that means, for example, if we were to lend 100K, we would only need to send over 90K, but the contract is still 100K. And at the end of the term, we decide whether we want to renew the loan for another year or so, or we take the principal back. So really for us, the advantage is that because of the relationship we've had with the law firm or with the lawyer, we're able to secure enough room. So whenever we have extra capital to be deployed, we simply just sign the contract and deploy the capital. So we don't have a gap in terms of earning interest income. It's really easy and quick to earn a double-digit return in today's market where money is really competitive. Anyhow, we hope this sharing is intriguing to you. And if you have any questions or if you want to know more details, definitely let us know. As you know, we always love to share our journey. So this is just one way we're spreading our knowledge. Thank you for your time and happy lending.